Assalamu alaikum. 1 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumera Kamal. The headlines first. Foreign Minister urges the world powers to use its influence over New Delhi for resolution of Kashmir dispute as it has become a flashpoint in the region. The 8th round of peace talks between Taliban and the United States begins in Doha today. France will provide over 50 million euros for the upgradation of 2 hydel power stations in Chitral and Dargai areas of Malakan division. In India, the Congress party has expressed concern over widespread fear among Kashmiris about the government's intentions of abolishing Article 35A and Article 370. Iran has termed US sanctions on its foreign minister as ridiculous and a sign of frustration. And now the news in detail. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the resolution of Kashmir issue is vital for peace and stability in the region. Talking to a private news channel, he urged the United States and the world powers to use its influence over New Delhi for resolution of Kashmir dispute as it has become a flashpoint in the region. To a question about Afghan peace process, he said Pakistan has convinced the United States to start negotiation with the Afghan Taliban as the Afghan issue has no military solution. About Prime Minister Imran Khan's meeting with Afghan Taliban, the foreign minister said a time frame about it could not be given at the moment. However, the meeting would be held soon. U.S. Special Representative for Afghanistan Reconciliation Zalmay Khalilzad has appreciated Pakistan's wholehearted support to Afghan peace process. He said this during the meeting with the Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa in Rawalpindi. On the occasion, Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa says Pakistan will play its role to enhance all efforts for peace towards fullest potential. On the other hand, the 8th round of peace talks between Taliban and the United States begins in Doha, Qatar today. According to official sources, peace agreement could be expected at the end of this round of talks. On the other hand, in a tweet, U.S. Special Envoy for Afghanistan Reconciliation Zalmay Khalilzad said the U.S. is pursuing a peace agreement, not a withdrawal agreement, and U.S. is ready for good agreement as Taliban are signaling that they would like to conclude an agreement. In Afghanistan, 3 Taliban leaders have been killed in an airstrike by Afghan forces in western Farah province. The government of France has agreed to provide more than 50 million euros for the upgradation of 2 hydel power stations in Chitral and Dargai areas of Malakan divisions. According to Wabdar sources, a memorandum of understanding has already been signed for this purpose. The generation capacity of Chitral hydel power station will increase from 1 to 5 megawatt and Dargai power station from 20 to 22 megawatt after the upgradation of these power houses. It will also help to meet energy needs of Malakan division. In India, the Congress party has voiced its serious concern over the massive buildup of security forces in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In a statement after a meeting of party's Kashmir Policy Planning Group, the Congress also expressed concern over widespread fear and apprehension among the people of Jammu and Kashmir about the government's intentions of abolishing Article 35A and Article 370. It urged the center to maintain the constitutional guarantees given to the state and not take any decision that would precipitate a deep crisis. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 1 Kashmiri youth in Sopur today. Iran has termed US sanctions on its foreign minister as ridiculous and a sign of frustration. Head of Iran's strategic Kamal Kharazai said in a statement that US has repeatedly called for negotiations with Tehran and at the same time imposed sanctions on the head of diplomatic apparatus. He said this act shows that US demands for talks is nothing but deception. In Sudan, Transitional Military Council and the opposition alliance have reached a power sharing agreement. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.